jesi gandie wa se wenu hoye o wenu ho jesi gandie wa se wenu hoye.
Why cat and dog are always fighting. A tale from Cape Verde.
Long ago, when the world was new, cat and dog were friends. In the village where cat and dog lived, no friendship had ever lasted so long. No friendship had ever caused so much envy or so much admiration. Cat and dog gathered food together. They ate together, and they stored their provisions together. Wherever one went, the other went too. They watched out for each other. They took care of each other. It seemed that nothing could cause problems between the two friends. They were like brothers. But suddenly one season, their village was struck by a terrible famine. It was almost impossible for cat and dog to find food. One day, they couldn't find anything to eat. They searched and searched, but they found no food. What are we going to do? Cat mewed. I don't know, Dog whimpered. But we must go on searching for food. Cat and dog continued searching. Suddenly, they smelled the delicious aroma of fresh cheese. The aroma came floating to them on the evening air. It tickled their noses and made their stomachs burn with hunger. The two friends lifted their heads and sniffed hungrily. They looked around the village. Soon, cat and dog came to a small house. Smoke was rising and drifting over the roof. Cat and dog whispered together. Then they separated and positioned themselves at the front and back of the house. Cat was near the entrance, while dog was at the back. Dog started barking and yelping wildly. He was jumping up and down as if he was trying to warn the owners of the house of some danger. Soon, a man and a woman came out of the house and ran around to the back. There, they saw a strange dog. They stared at Dog, trying to understand the reason for his alarm. While they were looking at Dog, Cat dashed into the house and took off with a large piece of fresh cheese. Then Dog ran away from the house. When he found his friend, Cat, they discussed how to divide the cheese, but they could not agree. To make sure each of us gets an equal part of the cheese, let's call on Donkey to help us divide it, Dog panted. He is an animal of few words, but he is fair-minded. Fair-minded, Cat replied. He is so stupid he can't even think. A donkey cannot help to settle an argument. I prefer to call on Goat. He is honest, and his beard is a sign of his intelligence. Don't be silly, Dog growled. That stinking goat will make the food smell bad. He will ruin my appetite. Cat and Dog argued and argued. They could not agree. Whatever one offered, the other rejected. After Cat and Dog had argued for a long time, Monkey's name came up. Cat and Dog quickly agreed that Monkey would be the best one to settle the argument and divide the cheese. So they hurried to Monkey's house. When Cat and Dog arrived at Monkey's house, he greeted them. "I'm glad to see you, my friends. What brings you to my house? It has been a long time." But he stopped in the middle of his sentence when he saw the cheese. He licked his lips with hunger and greed. "We need to know how to divide the cheese equally," Cat and Dog shouted, holding the stolen food for Monkey to see. "Only you can help us." "With pleasure," Monkey replied, smiling falsely. "This is something I do every day. I do it for strangers, so I will certainly do it for my friends." Monkey got a knife and scales, but instead of cutting the cheese into 2 equal parts, he made one piece larger than the other. "This isn't right," Monkey cried. He shook his head as he weighed the 2 pieces of cheese on the scale. "This isn't right at all." Quickly, he bit off part of the heavier piece and ate it. Cat and Dog were shocked as they watched Monkey. But Monkey had bitten off so much that the heavier piece was now the lighter piece. "What have I done?" Monkey moaned, holding his head in his hands. "Am I crazy?" To make the 2 parts equal, he bit off some of the other piece. Cat and Dog saw that half the cheese they had brought to Monkey was now gone. They jumped up and demanded, "Give us the rest of the cheese so that we can divide it between ourselves." "No," said Monkey as he continued greedily eating the cheese. "I hate to do things by halves. I must protect my reputation for wisdom, and I must preserve the friendship between the 2 of you." Cat and Dog leaped at Monkey, but he quickly escaped. Carrying the rest of the cheese in one hand, Monkey scrambled up a tree and disappeared. Cat and Dog then turned on each other. Their eyes were burning with anger and their teeth were flashing. "You must pay for this. Monkey was your choice," Cat screeched. "Not me. You said Monkey was a good judge," Dog howled. And Cat and Dog started fighting, scratching, biting, arguing, screaming, and hissing. From then until now, Cat and Dog have been angry at each other. Even when they seem to have made peace, the old argument is still there, just below the surface, and it can suddenly burst into flame any time Cat and Dog are together.